willpower is you. Willpower is actually that one little thing inside of you that is you. I believe that we don't even really exist, actually. We think that, we're this person with all these conscious thoughts and we're in control and we're the ones that are like dictating how our lives go, when in fact most of us have very little sense of independent will. Our behavior is governed by external societal influences of peer groups, living up to expectations of other people, nature's influence, our body's desire for immediate gratification. We actually think that we're the ones calling the shots. In fact, the average person, if you present them with some behavior that is outside of their autopilot day-to-day behavior, for more than maybe half an hour, will be completely and utterly overwhelmed by it and exhausted, because 99% of our thoughts and behavior from day to day are almost identical. This is why changing a habit is almost impossible. Most people would rather die than change a habit. They can't do it. If you don't have the independent will to make yourself go out and do it, it doesn't mean shit, right? You can have a really cool awakening. You can wake up in this exact moment and say, oh my God, I've been living like a fucking idiot. And you can be aware of that now, but then you go home and, what's on TV? Having some greater reason or purpose for why you're doing something, I think is very, very much critical if you want to be able to maintain your motivation in anything, all right? Your willpower to do anything. Social conditioning will pump it on you that the reason that you're unhappy is because you don't have certain stimulation. But actually, you'll never get satisfaction from that. It's not going to give you what you want in life, right? The reason why people are depressed is because you cannot get enough of what you don't want. If you take a society and you tell them, look, this will make you happy, this will make you happy, then no matter how much of it they get, they're not going to be happy because they don't want it. Happiness comes from just being able to sit there and be like, you know what, I'm a fucking good dude. Like, I've done some good shit here. This is solid. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm being the person I want to be. Maybe I'm not the perfect person. I'm moving in that direction. I'm being the person that I want to be. All right, that's where I think happiness comes from. If you haven't really earned it, it's not going to make you happy. You could go out to a fine restaurant. You go out to like a restaurant, serve you like a $200 dinner. And if you didn't make that money for yourself, you could sit there at that thing and you'll eat some food and it'll taste kind of more fresh or a little bit different than what you've had, and it's cool, right? It's a stimulation. But really, you know it's not really yours. You know you didn't really do anything to get it. So that's just kind of is what it is, right? It's a very different feeling than when you know that you had to work to get there and you're just sitting there enjoying that dinner, and that's a reflection of a path that you chose and the fact that you had willpower and that you made things happen. The real happiness in life, in my opinion, comes from being the person that you want to be.